Hey everyone, welcome back to the Jewish Health Podcast. How is everyone doing? Just a little message to introduce this podcast. Not a message. There's a lot of gardening happening outside today, and I've been waiting for it to stop. However, it hasn't stopped, so maybe it's near the end. But for this episode, you may not be able to hear it, so I'm going to speak a bit closer to the microphone. But yeah, there's a nice little gardening. So if you hear that, maybe it's happening in your garden. If it's not, it's happening on your headphones or from this or your phone or whatever you listen to. So this episode is going to be quite an exciting announcement for myself. A few changes coming to everything, and a few of the last like 10 episodes, half of them have been like personal experiences, and actually they're getting a lot more views and listens on YouTube and on Spotify. So I thought, oh, why not do more of them? People are paying interest of me, which is cool. Not just learning about my knowledge, but also actually taking attention in myself, which is really, really nice. So if you haven't already, if you like more of a visual look, I'm on YouTube, so you can watch or listen to all these podcasts on YouTube, and you get me doing some crazy hand gestures. And then if you don't already, make sure to give myself a follow on TikTok and Instagram, where I post lots of short form content, but really, really valuable content. I think a lot of people ask me a lot of questions. And I think if you actually read what I say and actually implement what I say, you're going to be able to achieve so much without needing a coach. And then if it is something you need, then maybe yes, a coach could be an option. So big announcement for me. Next month, I will be moving to Tel Aviv, which I am super excited and super nervous about. So this episode is going to be talking about the whys, what I plan to do, just a little update really. So yeah, a few months ago, I decided, you know what, I want a bit of a change. I want to be able to be in the sunshine a bit more, and I want to level up my business and so on and try new things. So I thought I started doing this program where I'm basically going to be working remotely. So I'm still going to be doing everything I do right now, podcasts, all these things, but with an extra bit of information, with extra a few more things, which I'm going to talk about here. And I thought I'll just share it with you because it's quite exciting, quite a big challenge. So hopefully I'll be doing this podcast in a few weeks' time. Probably, I don't know, maybe not, maybe a different backdrop. Maybe there'll be people around me because I'm going to be co-working space where I'm going to record. Maybe I record somewhere else. Who knows? That'll be something where I deal with it there and then, but I still plan to continue. So just really, really excited. Obviously, over COVID, a bit about my plan, but this was before I decided to become the Jewish fitness coach. I was just a coach. Same thing, but sometimes now with my social media, it's more not a brand, but it is an element of brand because a lot of people come to ask me questions regarding Jewish stuff when it comes to fitness. Of course, I help everyone. I have a lot of clients who are from different cultures. But a lot of the questions I receive is something to do with Friday dinner or festivals and so on. And some questions I just can't answer because it's more Judy and more Julian based, where they have to say, ask a rabbi, not me. But I answer as much as I can. So before I started all of this, I actually wanted to travel to New Zealand. When at the beginning of COVID, when COVID hit, I was like, oh, when this is finished in a few weeks, I'm going to go to New Zealand. And that few weeks turns into 2 years. And then obviously 2 years, I really, really worked hard on my brands and stuff. And that's a bit of a change of the story now. So I'm now going to be moving to Tel Aviv just for a few months, 4 months. But I have the visa, which will hopefully be maybe for a year. But I still plan to be coming home at the end of this year, and then plan what the next steps is right now. So super excited. I'm really because I'm going to be near a beach. I basically currently at home. My current lifestyle is I will probably walk 12,000 steps every morning in gym every single morning. So what's lovely, exciting to hear is that I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but instead of walking around the lovely roads where I live, I'll be walking across along the beach, which is going to be lovely. So a lot more hot and sweaty, I'm sure, but really, really excited. So I'm super excited about that. it's something I would love to do. And this is the thing, I want to be able to meet new people. I actually would love to do more one-to-one podcasts. I think this will give me an opportunity to actually reach out and actually have that one-to-one interview and that chat. I do like the Zoom. I do love the Zoom interview. It's just for me personally, I think something I want to improve on as well is it's just I procrastinate sometimes. I can send a message and if they don't get back to me, or may arrange something, it just kind of like goes dust and distance, where actually we do the one-to-one, have a coffee, have that meeting there, and then podcast, you record it. I think that'd be more enjoyable. But so yeah, that's something I really, really want to do. Another thing I really want to do, and it's a lot of things I want to do, and I think a lot of these things I will do, and some things I'll try my best to do. I would love to start a walking group. I think that's really, really important. I think if I can encourage people to, obviously, it's my social media. Hopefully, I help people become more health and more active. If that's through fitness, if that's through walking. But if I'm able to actually start a group of some sorts and do like an early morning walk, it may encourage people to keep that accountability in person. And it's just that I'm walking. I might as well walk with people. And whoever wants to join can join. I'm going to be walking this time. Join me if you want. We don't have to chat. You don't have to do anything. All we're doing is moving, which is going to help us feel better and over time look better if that is your goal. I think that's something I really want to do. And who knows? It's not going to be something I charge for because I'm just walking. You can walk with me for free. It's nothing I need to pay you. You don't think you need to pay me for. And also, I just really think that walking is the most underrated thing. People are spending so much money on bootcamp classes and really, really expensive stuff when actually they're looking for fat loss, for example. This is a fat loss perspective. So if you're not looking to fat loss, don't listen to this part. But for people who are wanting to lose fat, you're probably better off not going to a bootcamp class and just going for a walk. It'll be so much more effective in the long run, and because you're able to focus on things outside the gym, which is going to be the game changer. So that's my personal decision. But at the end of the day, you've got to do something you enjoy. And that's really, really, really important. So if there's an option, I would highly recommend walking. I would love to try out some new things. I really want to try martial arts, not UFC. I want to try, what's it called? I can't remember I think it's Brazilian martial arts, but I follow a few influencers on social media. I don't follow many, but I really am inspired by these people because they bring so much positivity for myself. They are coaches. They are like a few steps ahead of me in their game. And all of them just do martial arts. And I thought actually it'd be really, really good. And I thought actually this is probably going to be a really, really good place to learn. So I'm going to look into doing that. I used to do judo for many, many years. No regrets. I wish I continued doing it. However, that was my decision. When I was very, very young, I remember being very, very rude and moody regarding, I didn't want to do this anymore. And it was my decision because I didn't want to do it alone. I was doing it with my older brother. And I stopped doing it. But I was pretty good, actually. I got my belts up. I don't think I'll continue with judo, but I have some background in martial arts, not experienced them. Another thing I potentially would do as well, I know this is just talking about my thoughts and stuff, but actually me saying it is hopefully going to me to actually implement it, because that's what's really, really important. I can say all these things, but it's actually implementing these things. And it's exactly the same thing from your perspective as well. When sometimes you say to your friend, I want to lose this weight and so on. Sometimes saying it's really, really good because you're going to be more likely to do it, and then it keeps you accountable. But actually, you need to make sure that you actually implement what you say. So hopefully that's going to be something I do. I have a coach, and this is the last thing I want to talk about regarding my plans. I plan to do a lot more. I plan to learn Hebrew and so on, join classes. But this is like from a personal level. I have a mentor, a coach who helps me with my own development. I'm always learning. I think as a personal trainer, online coach, the personal training course is the most basic thing you should be getting as a personal trainer. You should always be investing into yourself through other courses. And this is a course I invest into myself, which really helps me as an online coach, but also as a person as well. And you mentioned about and I've had a lot of people mention this about me. Obviously, I post these podcasts on YouTube, but he really suggested that I started like a YouTube channel and talk more about like themes. And I could think about 20, 50, if you think about multiple ideas I could do for a YouTube perspective. And I thought it could be quite a fun way to document my journey. This is the one I'm wishy-washy about, because it is YouTube is doing time it takes a lot of time. So if you would like the idea of more of a, not a vlog style, but creating videos from the entertainment perspective, from my perspective, not just a podcast style, more of a vlog, maybe challenges, but like a create the world's biggest challah and all that type of stuff. And you know how I can incorporate both together. Maybe I do a class with like an Israeli sport, or there's so many ideas I could have. It is just implementing it and doing it. And for me, I like doing these podcasts. They're quite basic. I'm just speaking, which is lovely, but maybe it's time to level up. So if that is something that you maybe like, you know what, I would watch that, let me know, because if I had interest to do it, I would more likely to do it. I think that's something that I'm really interested in. So yeah, that is going to be me for till the end of the year. So if you see me on YouTube now, check out this. I'm going to be very, very tanned in a few months' time, because I get very tanned quite quickly. So you're going to see the tan progress, which is going to be epic, and hopefully no burn, because that's really, really important. We don't want to burn. So make sure you get sun cream if you're out in the summer about listening to this podcast. Anyway, super excited about this. If you are currently in Tel Aviv, let me know. I would love to go for a walk, go for a coffee, share some tips on health and fitness or whatever you want to talk about. I'm super excited for this. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode, and many more episodes to come. Hopefully many more episodes with interview with new people, and just continuing weekly episodes on this podcast. So hopefully you're enjoying this, and looking forward to the next one.